Lisa Marie Presley, who was 54 years old, passed away after suffering a cardiac arrest on a Thursday evening. Despite the efforts of paramedics, she tragically could not be saved. Lisa Marie, the daughter of the renowned rock and roll icon Elvis Presley, had been privately grappling with emotional distress and had reportedly withdrawn from public life. According to reports, Lisa Marie Presley struggled with intense sadness before her untimely death. Why did she rarely venture outside her home? If you're curious about it, watch this video. Lisa Marie Presley shared an essay about coping with grief after the loss of her son, Benjamin Keough, who died by suicide in 2020 at the age of 27. In the essay, which she wrote for National Grief Awareness Day on August 30, 2022, the 54-year-old singer opened up about the difficult times she has faced since her son's death. The essay was exclusively shared with people nearly 5 months before Lisa Marie's passing on January 12, 2023. Ahead of National Grief Awareness Day, Lisa Marie Presley shared an essay with people about her journey through grief after the tragic loss of her son, Benjamin Keough, in 2020. This essay was published on August 30, 2022, and has been exclusively shared with people. In the essay, Presley writes about the challenges she faced after her son's death and how she stayed strong for her 3 daughters. Some excerpts from the essay are as follows. Today is National Grief Awareness Day, and since I have been living in the horrific reality of its unrelenting grips since my son's death 2 years ago, I thought I would share a few things to be aware of in regard to grief for anyone who is interested. If not to help yourself, but maybe to help another who is grieving. And adding, death is part of life whether we like it or not, and so is grieving. There is so much to learn and understand on the subject, but here's what I know so far. One is that grief does not stop or go away in any sense, a year or years after the loss. Grief is something you will have to carry with you for the rest of your life, in spite of what certain people or our culture wants us to believe. You do not get over it. You do not move on, period. And concluding, you can feel stigmatized and perhaps judged in some way as to why the tragic loss took place. This becomes magnetized by a million if you are the parent of a child who passed, no matter how old they were, no matter the circumstances. A few days prior to her unexpected passing, Lisa Marie Presley offered a peek into her everyday routine. She visited Graceland, her family's famous estate, to commemorate what would have been Elvis Presley's 88th birthday. During the occasion, she candidly addressed a gathering of fans. Before her death, Lisa Marie Presley visited Graceland, her family's iconic estate, to mark what would have been Elvis Presley's 88th birthday. She spoke candidly to a group of fans during the visit. Lisa Marie Presley is survived by her 3 daughters, including Riley Keough and the daughter of Danny. Her other 2 daughters, twins Finley and Harper, were born during her marriage to Michael Lockwood. According to Michael's lawyer, Joe Yanni, Michael had taken on the responsibility of being with the girls due to their young age. The statement exclaims, he had been hoping for a speedy and complete recovery because her children needed her. It is very sad it didn't turn out that way. Before the highly anticipated Golden Globe Awards, Lisa Marie's vulnerability was evident during an interview with Extra. During an interview, Lisa Marie confessed that Austin's portrayal of her father in the biopic was so accurate that she needed 5 days to process it. On another occasion, during the celebration of Elvis's 88th birthday, she emotionally addressed the gathered fans, stating that they were the only ones who could motivate her to leave the house. In a heartfelt speech delivered to the crowd outside her father's Memphis estate, she shared, "It's been a while. I've missed you. I love you. I keep saying you are the only people who can bring me out of the house. I'm not kidding. I love you back, and that's why I'm here." The celebrity appeared emotional as she expressed her admiration for the touching display of fans who gathered from all over the globe to commemorate her father's birthday at his estate every year. Today, he would have been 88 years old, it's hard to believe. I think that he would have been proud. When news broke on Thursday night that Lisa Marie had passed away in a California hospital, her fans were left heartbroken. Days before her tragic passing, Lisa Marie Presley revealed to fans that she rarely left her home. She stated, "I keep saying you are the only people who can bring me out of the house. I'm not kidding. I love you back, and that's why I'm here." There could be several reasons why Lisa Marie Presley may have felt isolated. One of the main factors was likely the loss of her son, Benjamin Keough, who died by suicide in 2020. In an essay she wrote for People, Lisa Marie discussed how her son's death left her feeling completely alone, and how she struggled to find support as she navigated her grief. Additionally, Lisa Marie may have felt isolated due to the pandemic, which forced many people to isolate themselves and limit their social interactions. Finally, Lisa Marie had a history of struggling with issues, which could also have contributed to her feelings of isolation. Earlier, Lisa Marie was spotted at the Golden Globe Awards, visibly emotional and in tears, holding onto her mother, Priscilla Presley, as she spoke with a slurred voice. Despite being rarely seen out in public, Lisa Marie Presley made an appearance to support the biopic Elvis at the Golden Globe Awards. The film, which was directed by Baz Luhrmann, featured Austin Butler portraying her father. However, those who were close to Lisa Marie have indicated that she was deeply struggling with ongoing emotional trauma following the tragic loss of her son, Benjamin Keough. A source revealed that in her final years, she was overcome with grief for her son, who she viewed as her baby and had a strong dependence on her. A source stated, "In her final years, she was racked with grief over Ben. He was her baby, and he relied on her heavily. Her world completely fell apart when he died," the source told the U.S. Sun, adding that she'd spent the aftermath confined to one room. The source added, "She found it so difficult to cope and barely left the house for months after his death." Lisa Marie and her ex Danny Keough would just be holed up in there, and she'd stay in her bedroom. It has been claimed that Benjamin's father provided a welcome and comforting presence for her, even though they were no longer romantically involved. Why do you think Lisa Marie became so isolated before she died? We'd love to know your thoughts and reasons. Comment your answers and opinions below in the comments section. Thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to give us a like. Give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching, and subscribe for more content like this. Hit that notification bell, and we'll see you on